guys? It is your boy, Brent Bickers here, and welcome to another live stream. Today's video, we're going to, well, I should say today's live stream, we are going to try to get rebuild done and over with. So from the last season, we went 10-7 and missed the playoffs. Don't know how, but apparently we did. We had, honestly, a pretty solid offense. We got a solid offense at 14, and one of the worst for defenses. That's okay. Trevor Lawrence had an incredible year, had nearly 4,900 yards, 40 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. Javonte Williams had a better season than Eric Gray with his 2 seasons that he had. Carlos Franklin, Victor Batista, and Jalen Waddle all with 1,000 yards, with Charles Franklin and Jalen Waddle with double-digit touchdowns. The O-line did a lot better than it did last year. Obviously, Evan Neal still needs to work a little bit more, but that's okay. Sacks, yeah, we need to start to think maybe we might need to just get a big-time pass rusher, because there has not been a lot of generation on the edge. While our secondary has been playing really well, it just seems to be that we're lacking a true edge rusher that is kind of holding this team back, it seems. Because, like, I'm not saying that what we did didn't matter. Like, obviously getting, like, players like David Howard and, like, just... I think the addition of David Howard has been decent so far. Just the problem is we're still lacking a true double-digit sack pass rusher. Which sucks because David Howard was heading into a season where he was maybe going to get double-digit sacks, but then he didn't. So this is going to be a very, we are going to have pretty much one goal, which is to try to get a new defensive lineman, and also try to get rid of Azeez Ojulari. So, those are the goals heading into this season. Is to try to get a new pass rusher, because Azeez Ojulari, I don't think he's going to be the guy who's going to try to generate pass rush. So we need to... it just needs to work. It needs to work. And... I mean, I think outside of that, this team should be playoff bound. I mean, our offense is good enough, it seems to be, to make it to the postseason, outside of Evan Neal. And it seemed to be, again, our defense is doing pretty solid, just not, there wasn't, like, this one guy who's just like, wrecking the team. I'm fine with it being, like, a spread-around team that, like, this person does that and this person does that. I'm fine with it. As long as somebody is getting 8 to 9 sacks, which nobody did this season. Like, again, like I said, I'm fine with players getting after the quarterback, and from a lot of players, as long as one of them is getting 8 sacks or more, which nobody did. That's a problem. So, I think just getting a better edge rusher is, like, the only thing we have to do at this point. And then I think this team should pretty much be Super Bowl bound at this point, so... And also try to keep all these free agents from going to different teams. Obviously, there are some free agents that I'm completely fine with letting go, just because of the fact that we have such a better focus point at the moment. So... yeah, I just really do think that this team is going to, honestly, could make it to a Super Bowl. Like, this team, I thought, was going to make it to at least the postseason this year. So that was a little disappointing, but again, it was, like, just one win, or probably from a tiebreaker, the reason why we didn't make it. Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl. Carlos Franklin, though, with Offensive Rookie of the Year, so that's actually... really nice, because we could definitely use him to be like I wouldn't say like a big time playmaker. We don't really need him to be like that, but having another playmaker on his offense is definitely nice. So, yeah, this offense should be pretty good, but it's just, again, this defense, we need to get a better edge rusher. And maybe even some better safeties. I'm hoping Clifford to get better than what Jordan Poyer is, but again, I'm hoping. I can't just have that magically happen. So, it's going to be a wait and see with Clifford this year, but do I still make it? I hope that we can make it to the Super Bowl, but that might not be a fully guarantee. I'm also going to have to look at if there's any free agents that we might need to re-sign. We actually have $100 million in cap, which is very nice to like try to go sign players like Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner has no interest because of the weather here. Well, guess what? You're staying here no matter what. Okay. He doesn't want to be here. 24, yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm totally fine paying Sauce Gardner that 1 year. Hopefully, just for 1 year to try to figure out a contract. Kayvon Thibodeau, definitely want him back. He's definitely a main piece on this defense, despite we will be getting a new edge rusher. Do I want to let go Evan Neal? Because, like, here's the thing. We could just find a cheaper replacement in the draft, and honestly could be better than what he is. Or I could just try to keep him. I think I am going to let him walk, just because there is definitely a chance we could just find a cheaper replacement. Daniel Bellinger, I think is also going to be the same thing. I think we could just find a cheaper replacement. I'm trying to think more smart than actually just try to sign everybody that I want to keep. Because then we don't run out of cap space quite as fast, and especially with Sauce Gardner with the franchise tag, which is $24.4 million. So we kind of have to play smart. We got to play smart. We can't just go and pay everybody. So we got to figure out how to be smart. So there isn't really any edge rusher, which is actually a little unfortunate. But there is a safety in Kyle Hamilton. Now, we could also move him at linebacker if we wanted to, just because he is that good of a safety. But I would prefer to get him, and he could just be a nice rotational piece when needed. We don't need a receiver. We don't need another running back. Is there any, like, potential right tackle that I might want to consider signing? No. I mean, maybe Nicholas Pete on, like, a couple-year deal. Like a 2-year deal contract, but not quite much money. Like, just, like that I'll take. I'll take a 2-year deal with that, so. He does have a green, so he could consider signing. I don't think there's anybody else I want to bring, because like, there is just no pass rusher that fits the bill of what I want. Which, again, is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. Wait. Oh, I was about to say, where the heck was Jordan Poyer at? Let me see my, Okay, so we don't have a kicker. Okay. Daniel Carlson. Perfect. Welcome to the squad. Hopefully. So.
Hey.
Move it.
No one's watching.
Who cares? God. Sometimes.
Go on football field.
Okay. Irritating sometimes. But, yeah, so we got all 3 players, which is nice. But we still need an edge rusher. Azeez Ojulari, I'm sorry, bro. I know I give you that contract, but you gotta go. And hopefully... How much money am I losing when he's gone? 2.9 million? Okay, that might not be that bad. I'll try to see if I could throw him into the trade of trying to get an edge rusher who can fit the bill in a 3-4 system. Do I want to look at Delineal Hunter? I don't think so. Josh Allen? Alex Highsmith? You know what? Let's try to get Alex Highsmith, just because he's a younger. But he's also not as probably hefty to try to get. First, okay. This is a yikes, because I don't think I'm going to be able to... Oh. Well, this should work, right? Trade my first next year? Alright. So we're kind of going all in at the moment. Trading it first next year and Ezekiel Jalari for exchange of Alex Highsmith, who can hopefully be that guy who could just generate pass rush like we desperately needed him to do. Like, if he could just, like, at least just get, like, 9 or 10 sacks, that trade works. Because that's really all he needs to be. The one other thing, though, I want to check before we head into the draft is to see if there's any, like, potential tight end that's just, like, a bit of a more cheaper option. Or I could just go get Jake Ferguson again. I don't know, because, like, we do have some decent money left. Like, $32.2 million isn't that bad. But at the same time, still. Okay, so Jake Ferguson is available. Kate Otten is available. But, yeah, Dylan Bellinger, if he accept this, sure, he could come back, but the only reason why I'm not being so big on him is just because of the factor I could just draft a tight end with my round 2 pick or round 1. So I'm not high on it. That's why. And he didn't get here. But again, it's okay. Oh, I forgot we actually already got a right tackle in Nicholas Pete. Hopefully just play solid. So pretty much our only need heading into the draft is a tight end. So let's try to get the best tight end available. Maybe draft a tackle in the round 2 just in case. And I guess that's it. And then we're gonna simulate to the playoffs and hopefully that we make it. And also, before we move on to the draft, I just want to say, again, this video was by Code Lover 24. I think his name was. I don't know, something like that. But you also could, so if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I highly recommend that. It has actually been probably I think the highest viewed rebuild video I think I've ever made so far, and also I actually might be planning during Christmas maybe or Thanksgiving, one of the two. We're doing the one player legend team, and I can't wait to see how a lot of these teams are going to be the new drafting players and stuff. So now with the 18th pick, let's just see who's the best tight ends available. Okay, so there aren't any for round 1. That's a bit of a bummer. But that's okay, because that means we could just try to go look for a tackle, which is also nice. So this guy is alright. Again, like, I'm just kind of just drafting one just to have one. And, could be for a potential tackle in the future if Nicholas Pete does not play well. So that's the only reason why I'm drafting him. So now this is the pick where we're going to be using the tight end, and hope that this tight end could just be decent. I'm not asking for much, just because we already have 3 amazing pass catchers. Okay. I think this guy's going to be a bit hard to pass on. The fact he's, like, extremely fast and has a very good route running and also catching ability, that's insane. In the development. Like, this offense is going to be insane. And Ben Cody, by the way, could potentially develop more faster than Daniel Bellinger did. So that's a win on its own. And if he could develop into being like an 80 overall tight end, this offense is insanely unstoppable. Because the factor now that we have, pretty much 4 targets that are 80 plus to throw the ball to, not even including our running back, by the way, is insane. That makes this offense even more explosive. And also, what makes this offense very interesting is the factor that we don't even have, we're also paying our quarterback a lot of money too. So it's very interesting to see how this team develops later on when we have so many other young players still. But draft recap, really the only 2 players I really cared were 72s and 75s. So, hey, I'm not going to complain. And apparently we drafted a tackle that's unknown, apparently. But, again, those were the only 2 picks I really cared. The rest of these I really don't care that much on. So, yeah. But, this offense should be very explosive. I'm hoping that this season is a lot better than it was last year, because some of these players actually have now more experience on the roster, which is very important. So I'm hoping that that's the case. I'm also hoping that whatever position he plays, if just in case of Nicholas Perpete or Andrew Thomas get hurt, or Nicholas Perpete playing terrible, can step in and be a very good tackle. This defense, I'm hoping can definitely be a lot better than it was last year, with now Alex Highsmith under center. And also Kyle Hamilton, where I could substitute him wherever the frick. In the secondary and the linebacking core. So, yeah, this should be a very scary team heading into the season. And I'm very hoping that this team can make it to the postseason this year. And the funniest part about this is how, is Trevor Lawrence going to be a free agent? I don't think it will happen. I don't think it's going to be likely that any quarterback in that matter is going to be a free agent. But you never know in this world. You never know. Because, it's very unlikely, in my opinion, that I think Trevor Lawrence is going to not be there. Especially if they win a Super Bowl, which they honestly can this season or next season. So, it's very interesting. But I do think he is going to sign an extension to stay in Jacksonville. There's no way that he won't. And honestly, he might be the highest paid quarterback, which I wouldn't blame him, but, still. But can I just say something? The fact that, honestly, though, Joe Burrow being the highest paid quarterback kind of does make sense, just because of the factor of he's, the second best quarterback. Patrick Mahomes didn't get his contract back. Well, he got his contract back in 2019. So it kind of does make sense that he is the highest paid quarterback. But, having Justin Herbert above Jalen Hurts was definitely questionable. And same thing with Lamar Jackson being above Jalen Hurts' contract, I'm pretty sure as well. So, yeah. And honestly, though, I really do wish that more, I wish quarterbacks are actually getting, 30 or 35 million a year, instead of, 50 or 55 million. So I'm really hoping at one point, a quarterback actually decides to take a pay cut just to have their team actually play good. Which is what Aaron Rodgers did with the Jets, and also what Patrick Mahomes, I'm pretty sure, might be doing with the Chiefs. So, the point is that if you're paying your quarterback 50 plus a year, it's not going to end well. It's definitely not going to end well. And I'm just going to throw that out there. That's why trying to take a pay cut is very important for your team, and also for your, well, maybe not for yourself. It's kind of important because you're not going to get that much money, but still, that's very important. Especially if you're injury prone. Especially because if you're injury prone and you're taking let's say 20 million a year, that's very deadly. So that's something else I wanted to point out. So yeah. Oh yeah, so let me talk about this one story that I had in fantasy. So there was this one guy that really wanted Cooper Kupp so badly that he traded for Al Kamara and Jonathan Taylor. I am not kidding with you. That is not actually a joke. He actually, genuinely wanted to trade those 2 players that badly for Cooper Kupp. It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. So, the fact he's trying to make a trade like that is actually kind of insane. But you know what? I'm just curious to see if he's gonna trade Jonathan Taylor and Al Kamara for exchange of Cooper Kupp and Jalen McLaughlin, who is a decent running back, I will give you that much. I am very curious to see how the Bears are going to be without Khalil Herbert for a while. I'm going to admit that. And his trade was declined. So now I don't think he even wants him anymore. You know what? I want to just see here. Will he actually accept this deal? Now with it being decreasingly below now with Rashawn White and Al Kamara instead of Jonathan Taylor. I'm just curious at this point, man. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of just curious, you know. I don't know why I'm saying curious like 30 million times. Nate Davis had more points than Stephon Diggs. That's not normal. Give you that much. How does this keep happening? We missed the playoffs again. Again. I don't know how to explain this. We had the 11th best offense this year, and we had a worse defense. Yeah, this defensive coordinator needs to be fired, and we're going to be changing the offensive playbook. Trevor Lawrence, again, had another good season. Just, it sucks that Javonte Williams had a good season. Jalen Waddle, Victor Batista, both had very good seasons. Rookie tight end actually played pretty decently well. Our O-line, nobody allowed more than double-digit sacks. I think that's definitely an improvement from last year. Then our defense. Alex Highsmith, you allowed some. I traded a first-round pick for you just to do this. You kidding me? And yeah, again, our secondary is playing well. It kind of just sucks that the fact that this team could just like, I don't understand. This defensive coordinator is definitely going to get fired. Because the fact that we've now missed it 2 straight and this team really should have already made it to the postseason period, it's ridiculous. And our offense is not the issue here. It's the defense. So that's why he's going to get fired. Our defensive playbook is definitely going to change. So we just need to make this team, like, there isn't a problem on the team. There clearly isn't. It's clearly just facts that there is no problem with this offense. The problem is their defensive coordinator, and now he's gone. So, yeah. I think what I'm going to do is run the Atlanta playbooks. I'm getting sick of this. You know what, actually? Let's run the Chiefs playbook. No, I know we have like a sophomore tight end now, and he's actually even better than Daniel Bellinger, but you get the point. He's not Travis Kelce, but still. And also with how much depth we have at receiver, I think it's going to work out pretty freaking fine. So yeah, this defense needs to change and needs to step up this year. Otherwise, I don't know what to say with this defense. But our offense just needs to stay what it is, which is a very good unit. So now let's just try to find a defensive coordinator who could be a good replacement of Thomas Quinn. John Morton, Stephen Meyer. Yeah, Kovac that's exactly what I'm looking for defensive coordinator. So hopefully he could just be a step up from what we had from last year. That's what I'm hoping. I'm going to definitely up that a lot because we do have a lot of young players at the position. And I'm also going to increase that because it's quarterback, so it's very important. All players on the team count as scheme fits during training. Progression? I don't really have one, so I guess I'm going to wait on that, I guess. Practice makes perfect. Now I have the entire coaching tree, well, head coaching tree finished. Let's finish the other coaching trees, I guess. Alright, we are finished with the defensive coordinator. Fitness tree. I don't know why it's not. Okay, that's weird. Boom, and bam. Alright. Boost awareness on offensive lineman. That's actually probably very freaking important. So, I'm glad I got that one. But, just, hopefully next year's our year. And Trevor Lawrence just keeps getting better. So if he's, like, literally just gets slightly better than he was last year, this offense should be very explosive. And I'm going to simulate right next to, literally right away to next season when we get the contract negotiations done. Because I think that kind of makes sense at the moment. I'm also really hoping that we're not letting go a lot of big players, which I think we're probably going to. This is, what, the 2023 class, which... Who is in 2023 class for them? Isn't it, like, Jalen Wyatt and stuff? So, I don't think it's big players that we're going to be letting go, so I'm hoping so. So, and I'm also hoping that we're actually having a lot of money as well, so there's that I'm hoping. Okay, so we still have 90.8 million, so that's very important. Niners just won the Super Bowl. Nothing important for us to note, except literally all these rewards, except defensive and offensive rookie of the year, all went to the NFC. So that's great. So that's concerning. But it's like, again, it's getting very frustrating. The fact that, like, every freaking year we are not making it to the Super Bowl, it's like getting frustrating. So now I know that Sauce Gardner is still looking for a contract extension. Bobby Okereke is gonna be interesting. John Michael Schwartz, I think I would like to keep him back. So let's start off with Sauce Gardner, because that's obviously the most obvious one here. I want him back, but the problem is we're going to have to pay a lot of money to get him back. And actually, I just noticed, he was not getting that much money at all with the last one, so that was very interesting. So there we go, he's back on, honestly, not even a contract I think I would have given him entirely, but hey, it works. Bobby Okereke, if he accepts the one-year deal, I'm fine with it. But I'm also totally fine with him, not accepting it. Which, that means I'll just be moving Kyle Hamilton to linebacker. Deontay Banks, definitely want him back as well. Mentor position. It's like a Sauce Gardner is the mentor. What do you mean? But anyway, he is back anyway. Who cares? And is there anybody else? Well, I guess there's also Jalen Hyatt and John Mitchell Schwartz. Definitely 2-year deal for you. He's back. And then Jalen Hyatt. I'd like to have some depth at receiver, but we have a bit too much, so I'm not signing that other receiver. So, Jalen Hyatt, welcome back to the team. And I think everybody else is going to walk. And the fact we're still having $50 million of cap space, and we don't really have any needs on the roster, is pretty nice, not going to lie. Now, obviously, if there is a good linebacker available, I think I will take it, but it's going to have to be like an 85 plus. Who's also not out at the age of 29 or above. So, unless they will be accepting a one-year deal, obviously. Aaron Donald's available. You know what? Should I just go all in and get by Aaron Donald? You know what? That makes sense. Because we also just let go of that one guy, so makes sense. And you know what? 2-year deal. I don't even think he's going to last for that long, but just to guarantee to lock him up. And this is going to be big. Because we also have Alex Highsmith traded, so that's going to be very big for us. So yeah, there isn't any good linebacker. So I guess we're just gonna try to go all in with Aaron Donald, eh? Okay, so can't pay that? What do you mean we can't pay that? Maybe let me give him this and then like decrease his bonus. I think it's because they're just joking around and stuff. Yeah. I think they're just like thinking if we had a different contract instead. So, hoping that we get Aaron Donald, and we did get Aaron Donald. Bro, this defense is about to be spicy. extremely spicy because if this defense does not place at least top 15 this year, this is a disappointment. And that's even a disappointment still on its own. Because, like, this defense, honestly, really should be, like, a top 5 defense. It's really should have been like that for the past 2 years now. So, hopefully this is the year. We're also, again, moving him to middle linebacker, where he should probably play pretty well, because he's, again, pretty good at linebacker, I could say. So, yeah. And then we're going to move Aaron on the left end, which should maybe make this defense as like an 89 or something, so, or 90 overall defense. So there should, again, like I said, should be no excuses for this defense to play terrible this year. There should be no excuses. Yeah, we have a 91 overall defense, so there should be no excuses. Same goes with the offense. There should be no excuses with the offense either. Except the fact we're playing in a different playbook, but that's not important. But that's not important. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Alrighty, so we are back. Yeah, so we're 12-5. And actually won the division, so that's actually really nice. Let's just see how our teams... Okay, so we have a top 10 offense with a top 10 defense. Yeah, this team should probably make it to the Super Bowl. So yeah, over 5,000 yards for Trevor Lawrence. And he even had less interceptions with 51 touchdowns. Over 1,000 yards. Still with Javonte Williams. Ben Cody, what the heck, man. He went off this year. Carlos Franklin over 1,000 yards. I mean, who cares when we have freaking Cody going off? Okay, yeah, Ked Laffey could definitely play better. But again, this was his first full season as a starter. So I'm not going to blame him that much. Kayvon Thibodeau with 16 sacks. Aaron Allen with 10.5. Alex Highsmith with 9. This is what I wanted to see. What I didn't want to see is Nuss not getting to the quarterback. Kyle Hamilton, 5 interceptions. Michael Woodson, Sauce Gordon, 2 interceptions. Anything else I gotta say? This team is insane. I'm assuming we're like the 3rd seed or something. There's no way we're the 2nd seed, I tell you that much. Wow, we are at the 2 seed, okay? But, hey, I'm not gonna complain. We are going against the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a division rival game. So at least we're guaranteed 2 home field games. But it's... And then a wait and see in the NFC Championship game. So we're going to have to wait on that one. But let's just see, like, what are our overalls for this team? I'm assuming it's pretty high, I'm assuming. Like, let's see here. So... we have a 90 overall team with an 89 offense and 92 defense. Victor Batista being out, though, does hurt, but he only is out for 1 more game from an ACL sprain. So, Jalen Hyatt, you'll be our next man up, obviously. Let me see defense if there's any injuries. Okay, there's no injury, like, big injury apparently on defense. So that's nice. So... I mean, I'm hoping still our offense can play well. I mean, Ben Cody really has been that guy, so I'm hoping that this team can just stay afloat without Victor Batista. So, yeah. We are 3 overalls higher. I'm assuming we're like the highest overall team. Even higher than the Chiefs. Because, like, we made these so many moves in the season. It's actually ridiculous. It's actually really nice too that Trevor Lawrence is like it's it's the best part about it is I don't have to worry about signing a long-term contract with a quarterback. No, I don't gotta worry about that anymore. What I gotta worry about is to signing all the rest of the players. I don't gotta worry about signing a quarterback like $59 million a year. I don't gotta worry about that. All I gotta worry about is signing everybody else, which I guess is also important too, but you get the point. So, hopefully we could just steamroll the Eagles. I mean, obviously this is a division rival game, so anything can go happen. Okay, that's not a great start. There you go. I didn't even meant to click change possession, so alright. 17-7. 24-7. 10-7. Okay, this is actually a very nice game so far. Oh shoot. Oh crap. We're probably about to be heading into overtime. Unless, like, we get, like, this big lob down the field, or actually smart and use timeouts. We're kind of screwed here, but, I mean, we might as well try. We can... I don't know why we're not deciding to just try to get into the end zone. Instead of just, like, handing off the ball like that.
Left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
There would have been if they actually decided to actually try, but no, unfortunately. Because Steve Carlson is a freaking leg legend.
But remember,
And now it's going to wait and see who gets the ball to start the half. Defense definitely let go during that fourth quarter. 17 points. Let's see here. Who wins the toss here? Giants won the toss. So obviously we're going to receive it, of course. We're not dumb. So that's very important though for us to win that toss there.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Tiawa, probably done this before. Let's go.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason, of course.
Oh, he's lobbing it downfield already. Oh, if he caught that, bro, that would have been crazy.
Guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here. If they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people.
Oh, there you go, quick pass. But I mean, hey, it was effective, and that's a first.
Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be.
There you go. There you go, Javonte Williams.
The end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
There you go, Williams. He's playing really nice run game. Seems to be he had a really big struggle.
So far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
All right, we're looking at the pass. And that is just barely in field goal range there by the tight end.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here.
Oh, got a lot of blocks, and here we go, first down. Oh my God! He's trying to kill Javonte Williams there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Caught along the
left side by
Hyatt.
Barely not making it to the first. That's okay.
Can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw.
There you go. That's a first.
Like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They're probably going to fake the jet sweep.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead
that's just what CPUs do, and I don't understand. That should not be at the 24, but I'm not going to play. That really should be in between those. We're really at the 25, but yeah,
Lawrence will throw.
See, always. All right, there you go. Once again, Javonte Williams just keep putting up these yards. Probably about to throw it.
It's 1st and goal here.
He's not 5, not touchdown. That's okay. Running goal line defense, so but we're also probably.
They'll try to run this one in.
Oh, that's a touchdown. I think that's Eric Gray there with the touchdown.
So he's able to take it in from 3 yards.
Somebody, I don't know. Here we go, kicking the extra point. The kick is good. Now all we got to do is wait for the Eagles to score a touchdown or not. One of the two. I mean, they do not have a lot of time left, but they do have all 3 timeouts, which is something to very point out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now
come on. I think that was Sauce Gardner, too.
Yeah, I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change because now,
all right, there you go.
the big stage of postseason,
Yeah, I really like this rule change because then, like for example, the Chiefs and Bills games that ever happened again, which probably unfortunately, at least it wouldn't end. Sauce Gardner, are you serious? Such a pig. I would have ended the game there. Of course they're going for it. Oh, they're using the hammer. That's a terrible idea. Lobbing it downfield. It is incomplete, and that's game over. Trevor Lawrence had a freaking blast. He had over 75 passer rating. I mean, completion percentage, which is insane for a quarterback, especially in the postseason. So, yeah, we're going to the divisional round. Not as close as I wanted it to, especially go down to overtime, but I'm not going to complain. A win's a win in the NFL. I mean, take a look at the Bengals game. Alright. Javonte Williams is really that high of an overall? I never knew that. So now he's an 89, but the morale boost, he's at a 90, so that's pretty nice. Alright. Who are we going against in the divisional round? Obviously, it's not whoever the number 1 seed is, but I'm just hoping that we're going against a nice, simple team, which I think we're going against like the 5th or 4th seed, or the 3rd seed, depends. We're going against Atlanta, so I'm assuming this is the 3rd seed? Yes, 3rd seed, so yeah, but all home field teams on the NFC won, so we got the home field this time, again, so that's nice. But we need to beat Atlanta. I don't want to lose to Atlanta just because of the factor that they probably are just going to be running the ball. And they're also a lower overall team. They're 86 overall instead of 87. So, yeah, you already could tell I kind of want to win this game. But it's not going to be easy, obviously. Every playoff team is not going to make this game easy for you. But let's just hope that we can beat this team, move on to the NFC Championship game, beat whoever's in that, and win the Super Bowl. That's all I'm hoping for. Then I can get this video done and over with. Because I would prefer that. But, yeah.
Tonight,
we will beat you in Burger King foot lettuce. Of course the Chiefs advance in the AFC Championship. There you go, good start. This is a good start to the game so far. This is an amazing start. This is an amazing start. 21-0. 28-0. God. This is insane. He just shut out of the Falcons. We just shut out the Falcons. Like, obviously I knew we were probably going to win this game, but I wasn't expecting to shut out the offense. And honestly, like, this was nearly a perfect game where we scored a touchdown every drive, and we also didn't allow the team to get any points. So that was nearly the perfect game. That is unbelievable. And that's like I said, against a playoff team, and this is the 3rd seed. I think it's time to panic whoever even wins this game. Which I'm assuming is whoever the number 1 seed is. Yep, and it's the Vikings. Of course. Justin Jefferson with star dev. It just looks so weird. Trevor Lawrence, again, had another amazing out. Who actually, did anybody won the weekly reward outside of Trevor Lawrence? And he won it back-to-back. Kyle Hamilton won one. Trevor Lawrence won again. Again with Trevor Lawrence. And Trevor once again. He's won like 6 this season. Yeah, 6. That's a lot. So, we're going against the Vikings, which they have a very good offense, but we also have a very good defense, and their defense is an 81 overall, which our offense, by the way, is an 89. So, this should be a very easy game, because you can't just rely on Justin Jefferson to do everything. Even if you have, a nice team, I'm gonna admit. Like, look at their defense, I feel like it's just entirely Danielle Hunter, and then the rest is, like, just 70 overalls. Actually, no, because then it would have been an 81 defense, wouldn't it? So, there's probably some other players, but still. Nothing impeccable, I'll tell you that much. And also, the Vikings get their revenge from, us beating them back in 2022, which in this world, it's like 4 years ago.
Tonight.
But for us, it's last year. I still can't believe 2023 is about to end soon. Like, it's still unbelievable to me. Okay, this is not a good start. Offense, could you maybe pick up the game a little bit? Maybe. You know, also with the defense, kinda just not looking too well. Okay, so we finally got a touchdown. They're probably about to get points here. No, they didn't. We're already... Oh, wow. We are cruising through the end zone right now. This is a very close game. Oh, we got the ball back and scored a touchdown. 21-24. Big deep shot downfield. Now we're in the red zone. And we scored a touchdown again. This is a very close game. Vikings driving the ball downfield, and a field goal. So we're still up by 1. We're heading towards the red zone. We are in the red zone, but we only got, I think, a field goal out of it. No, we got a touchdown out of it. Punt the ball away. We also punt the ball away. This has really just been a defensive game, really. Oh, God, they just got a big play there by somebody, I bet you. Alright, here we go. Come on, defense.
2nd and 13.
Oh, there you go.
Open man, he's got him. The
Only if they played better coverage, Alex Highsmith would have gotten in there and killed him. Only if they played better coverage, he would have killed him. I think he's lining up on Christian Darrisaw, who should be in the 90s at this point, so that's pretty good, too.
They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Oh, my God. Why is TJ Hawkinson so open? Tackle him. Thank you, God. That's what your kind of one of your main jobs is to tackle whoever has the ball here. Oh, there you go. In the Hawkinson, but at least we got him down right away. Seems to be we might be sending a blitz here. Nope. Playing zone. And he was wide open in that side of the end zone, but that was incomplete.
On the line, a critical one here.
Are they gonna run the ball here? No, they're just planning to play action. That should have been picked. Why do we just keep dropping these picks? It's actually it gets very irritating all the freaking time. 4th and 5 though, so all we need to do is make a turnover. Or have the quarterback make a mistake, which now is turnover on downs. Alright, pretty much all we gotta do is get the first, and we're pretty much game over. So, please get the first, please.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
At least they'll get outside of the 10, which we already got. Because we are pretty backed up in the end zone at the moment, so I'm really... Why are they running a shotgun play? We don't really need to be running shotgun here. That's a first. So, that's pretty much game over. That's pretty much game over. Unless we fumble the ball, it's practically game over. It's pretty much game over after this.
And they will take
use it. Obviously, they're going to use their timeout.
Use their third and final timeout.
But this is pretty much game. This is pretty much game. This is pretty much this game. There you go. We've won the Super Bowl. Our defense didn't really do that well. But again, this is against an 89 overall offense that has actually a very good quarterback, wide receiver, and like. So I'm okay with how good the defense did. It's just really am happy that at least this offense actually was playing well, except the first half. The first half I should really pretty much say the first quarter they didn't really do that well. So that's important. So yeah, we are now moving on to the Super Bowl, which I'm assuming we're going against the Chiefs. So because it's the Chiefs, guys. What do you expect? I still really can't believe that we're finally making it into the Super Bowl. It's getting a little frustrating though that last season we didn't make it, kind of just because of the fact that we should have really did. But now we're actually in the Super Bowl and actually have a better team this time around. So yeah, moment of truth though: are we going to win, or am I going to end this video with us losing the Super Bowl? Because that's pretty much what the common trend is going to be now. So. No matter what, this is going to be the final minutes of the video. So, yeah. Hopefully we beat the Chiefs. That's literally what I'm asking for. They are actually a slightly somehow overall than us, which I think is very surprising. But it's it's Patrick Mahomes versus the Trevor Lawrence. This should be, like, I really would be curious to see how that AFC Championship game would be if it was against Jacksonville and KC, though. I feel like that would be a pretty better game, though, because this time, like, the Jaguars actually have an experience. It's kind of like cancer in some ways, where, like, they, like, learn from your immune system and stuff, and that's how they, well, become cancer. So, it's kind of like that, pretty much. Oh, we're at Tampa Bay, hey? That kind of rhymed, too. Tampa Bay, hey. Get it? Get it. 7-0. Yeah, this is about to be a shootout, I'm assuming. There you go. We're up by 1 right now. That's nice. But now we're down by 6 again. Now we're only down by 3. Now we're up by 4. Now we're down by 3. I think we just got the ball. I don't remember, but you get the point. Yeah, we got the ball back. This has just been a snugs fest of the game. Alright, here we go. Running the ball, Javonte Williams, big play there. That's a first. The best part for us is we're going to be up by 4, so they can't kick a field goal to, like, tie it 8. That's the best part about it. So we can kind of chew clock and it wouldn't really be an issue. Even if it's against the Patrick Mahomes. Honestly, we can start. We can't just run the ball, by the way. It's kind of an option here. There you go. First down. I think that's the tight end. Yeah, let's just run the clock. Let's run it to the 2-minute warning here. Let's not call hike, okay? Thank you.
3 points
like, try to run
sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10
the question is if they're going to use it.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Very questionable play there. We were running a screen. Obviously didn't work there. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Fake the handoff, and that's
going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Are we really about to? I was going to say, please let them get. I'm pissed. It's probably. We have to stop. We have to. We're running probably a mid-zone blitz here. That was very concerning. The fact that, like, oh my god. It's not game over yet, though. That's the thing. It's not game over, but that's going to really hurt our chances to actually win this game. Because there will probably be under a minute left. Actually, like maybe around like 50 seconds left. If we do stop them.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 5.
I'm gonna run the ball again. Why do we keep running mid-zone blitz? You know what? They'll
run out of the gun.
I guess that worked that place. I guess I'm not gonna complain.
3rd
and 4. They're most likely, I'm assuming, gonna run the football, so then we don't intercept it. But you never know in this world, so. Probably gonna throw it though because Patrick
back to throw. Mahomes.
And that's
throw here, that's complete.
That is the dagger. That's pretty much the dagger. Are you kidding me right now? And it's all from that Trevor Lawrence dumb interception too.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has it.
So pretty much game over. Unless there's somehow a turnover, which, yeah. Chiefs winning us. I freaking hate the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs are so annoying in simulation. The Cowboys as well, which I think is one of the reasons of why we've not made it from the past 2 seasons. It's because of the Cowboys, the Commanders, because they're also stupid for some reason in simulation. And the Chiefs. The Chiefs are also very stupid in simulation, which really pisses me off. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Peace.